connecting to the real nerds is so easy. You can go to our website, realnerdspodcast.com. You can like us on Facebook. We have a Twitter account, @RealNerds. We also have Instagram. You can call us, 720-6nerds5. You want to email us? You can do that too, realnerds@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the show. Welcome to Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast at Denver Comic Con 2017 and beyond. I'm Ryan. I'm here with the usual gang of idiots.
James.
And
Brad.
Sorry, I was being dumb there.
Yeah, you were. I called you usual gang of idiots. For all our old listeners, there used to be a magazine printed called Mad Magazine, and it's written by that usual gang of idiots.
I owned one.
They don't print it anymore?
They do, but no one buys print anymore.
Right. They just have like a website. They also had a TV show that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do people like that show?
It's awful. It was so bad.
It was so bad. What's that one guy? I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
Stevens?
Yeah.
Stevens?
I think it's Steven.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It was terrible. I mean, SNL's already bad. Like, this was shitty SNL.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know the last time I laughed at SNL. My wife records it every week, and I go, not funny.
There was, I see the clips every now and then when there's, like, somebody on, and they'll do, I saw one of the Emma Stone ones.
Yeah, clips.
She was just
you have
on.
to sit through an hour-and-a-half show.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not, I
Or you
ain't
can
doing
wait
that.
till Monday and just download like each episode or each clip as they
Oh,
because they
right.
cut them up and
That's
put
the
them
way
out.
to do it.
Yeah.
I recently started watching on Amazon. They've got like all of SNL on there, and I was like, "Oh, I'll go back, dude. You should go watch the first episode of SNL. It should have been canceled.
Yeah?
it's so bad.
Like- Like
George,
bad that it's like shitty, or bad because it's like, I can't believe they're saying this on TV. Remember that Nickelodeon show?
No. George Carlin is the host,
Oh, nice.
and he's not like big bombastic offensive George Carlin. He's also not funny. And none of the skits are funny. Like, not a single one is any good. But by pretty quickly, I think there's a couple of good skits in the first 10 episodes or so. But
I'm sure it's really
a
subversive in
couple.
the 70s, but today we're probably more.
I guess so.
Well,
inured
it's,
to
it's that. I think it's the usual looking back things with rosy-colored glasses. Because if you talk to our parents, like, oh, SNL isn't like it used to be in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, man, I love it with Adam Sandler and all of them, and everyone else hates it during that time. So.
Yeah. When I was a kid, my folks rented. We rented some of the like best of SNL things, so we did like Gilda Radner and Chevy Chase and that.
Yeah,
kind of
that
stuff.
stuff's good.
Those are really good.
Yeah, because they
could,
pull them out from
Yeah.
episodes.
And then at least that way, like my parents could reference Land Shark, and I was like, "Oh man, Land Shark!" And Land Shark is really good.
It is.
But it's not like it's one skit out of a whole episode of bad skits.
Yep. But on our podcast, we don't critique Saturday Night Live. We see a new movie and we podcast our experience of the world. This week, we saw Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Yeah.
What do we think of Rogue One? Stay tuned to the end of the podcast. I was actually thinking about changing it this week where we'd actually review it at the beginning and then
Just to get it out of the way.
get it out of the way.
You're like,
maybe. We haven't done that in 279 episodes.
no one is going to listen to this episode until they've seen the movie. Like, because you
Who
wouldn't
hasn't
want
seen
the
the movie?
spoilers.
Made like 155 this week, and
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
See, you can tell other stories in Star Wars. So anyways, we'll review the movie. We'll tell you if you should see it or not, and then we'll play the trailer, and then we'll spoil the movie. And yeah, there are spoilers in this movie,
Oh, yeah.
so stay tuned for that. We also talk about movies we've been watching, and what was that, buddy? So you can put it back in his mouth. No, he didn't. Is it
You're
spicy?
disgusting.
He usually likes the hot tamales, but
that's
sometimes
funny.
you do get ones that have a little more extra kick in them.
Yeah.
Reggie won't even eat it.
Did he cough it out onto the ground and then pick it up and
Yep.
eat it? Oh, man.
My wife made fun of me because one time we went to a mall and I got. Have you ever had this almond crunch pretzel at Aunt Annie's?
Auntie Anne's. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Auntie Anne's pretzels are the best pretzels.
Yeah, it's like almonds with like little sugar crystals crushed into it. Yeah. And I was walking out and I dropped like a piece of it and it hit the ground, so I picked it up and ate it. She thought it was the grossest thing ever.
She thought that was the grossest thing ever.
I know.
Is she not familiar with the 5-second rule?
Right.
Obviously
I
not.
mean, seriously.
She says it doesn't count outside.
Had she had some of that pretzel? Like, has she had an Auntie Anne's pretzel? Because
No, because dude, my wife is such a square.
Oh, man, I was really worried there for a second.
What do you think I call her?
I don't know, but I was just worried. That's all.
Don't be.
No, yeah, no. If she hasn't had, then she doesn't understand, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't let
Kellen
Auntie Anne's
loves
pretzels go behind. Yeah.
Even now they have those like little pretzel nugget things that are blasted with cinnamon and sugar. They're really good.
Yeah.
So when we go to Park Meadows, we get that and a strawberry lemonade,
Yeah.
and go to the Mickey store.
Oh, the strawberry lemonade is really good. Like sometimes I'm at the Park Meadows and I just want some of their lemonade.
This week's Real Nerds episode has been brought to you by Aunt Annie's Pretzels.
Auntie Anne's. I'm so glad they're not actually paying us.
Is it Auntie Anne's? I don't even know.
This week is brought to you by Aunt Wetzel's pretzel.
Well, I know Wetzel's Pretzels. He's the dude with the chef hat, I think.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let's talk about movies we've been watching, movie news. And also, if you're looking to buy something for the collector, make sure you go to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics this month, because every $25 you spend, you get to partake in the dice roll, which is basically a Yahtzee game. And based on the total number of dice, it's a different levels of stuff you can get. And depending on what you get, so if you like baseball cards, coins, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or comics, you can use that to get specific things. I like comics, so last week when I did it, I got $20 store credit with the numbers I rolled, and I was able to pick up 20 separate issues of Marvel Team Up. You guys want to know how... Well, it wasn't 20, it was like 9. But if you want to see Spider-Man team up with Cannonball, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, neither do I.
and I'm a Marvel guy.
who the fuck is Cannonball?
I think he's a new age mutant or new warrior. I think so.
I can't
don't
even
know.
keep all the different like ages of mutants. Like, is New Age different than New Mutants?
Sure. I don't read the X-Men books, so I have no idea. I read it when Joss Whedon wrote it, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. No, agreed.
But yeah, so just go there, and you also get 20% off their comics day. So they have their premium comics hang above, and they're the expensive ones. It could be Batman's from the 50s, early Spider-Man's. If you buy them now, you get 20% off all those too. So till the end of this month.
That's awesome.
So you should do it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite store.
Merry Christmas. Happy holiday.
Yeah.
Happy.
You can say Merry Christmas.
Year.
Come on. Merry Christmas.
I mean, yeah, I can.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
I want to be inclusive. I can be
I don't.
inclusive.
Hey, I watched a Hanukkah movie this year. Don't give me that bullshit.
I watched a Hanukkah movie. That means I'm a saint.
Oh, did you watch it at home or did you go?
Oh, I watched it at home.
Okay.
Oh, was there? You could go see.
I was trying to think like
somewhere?
what is a Hanukkah movie?
Because it
And then,
was, what was Midnight at Esquire or something,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, very cool. Oh man.
Are
they showing other fun stuff around town right now?
I don't know, Brad. What is going on around town?
Nope.
Nothing.
I really hope you don't even edit in the bumper. It's just like quiet.
I'm sure there's something at the Esquire. I just didn't look it up, so
It's all good.
I'm sure it's holiday related. So
I bet you can go watch Christmas Vacation somewhere. Somebody somewhere is showing you Christmas Vacation.
somebody.
If not, you come over to my house. We'll watch 1953 Christmas Carol with Alistair Sim, and then we'll watch Christmas Vacation.
Well, what happened around town last week is me and Brad went and saw Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
Brad saw him
Twice, actually.
Twice, yeah.
Oh snap! Oh, did you watch that thing where he went to Mile High Comics? He was
Yeah.
like filming for 20 minutes. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Man,
I was surprised he'd never been there before.
Yeah, and it was. It made me feel sad because he was having such a great time, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I love you." Like, so I'm really excited to hear how he was. Like, was it fun?
It was good, yeah. It was pretty fun. You know, there's a Q&A, the one that me and Brad went to.
Yeah,
the only
Comedy
thing I
Club.
will say is the Comedy Works at Greenwood Village, what the fuck? Like, you have to go through, 3 checkpoints to sit.
Oh yeah,
It's a pain in the ass.
and then you best order 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can order 2 items. I got chicken fingers and a drink. Brad got mac and
really?
cheese and a drink.
Yeah.
And your mac and cheese was $12, and it was like a bowl,
shallowest bowl.
like smaller than the one Kellen has right there. So smaller than like a toddler bowl, and it was $12.
Oh,
You know,
that's
I
terrible.
asked the waitress, like, I had my hands cupped like this. You know, is it like this or is it like this? And she's like, oh yeah, it's like this. And then it comes like this.
For the listeners, Brad is like doing the please sir, can I have some more, like
Oliver
howdy eyed, like, how much of the mac and cheese can I have?
So
That's
yeah,
adorable.
I didn't get the chicken tenders because like it's almost too much sometimes.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was something in between there, and so yeah, mac and cheese. I mean, it's still good.
Yeah.
Tasted good.
Yeah, but yeah, it was
it's just
fun
a little less than I
seeing
hoped.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
He married somebody.
He talked about George Carlin.
The George
Oh.
Carlin stuff was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, he
officiated
liked that
someone's
tweet
marriage.
that I did because his George Carlin story was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Talking about how he respected him and his dad's stories and
Yeah.
what was the first George Carlin joke? It was really funny. Something about abortion. Oh man, it was really funny
Yeah.
that his mom like had to leave the the room because him and his dad were watching George Carlin.
Yeah.
And we also sang "Happy Birthday" to his mom.
That's right.
Aw.
He missed.
She wasn't there.
No,
Oh, okay.
but
He like
since
Skyped it.
Yeah, since he was out of
Oh, that's cool.
Since he was out of town, he videotaped. I looked for us. I didn't see us in that.
There's a big light that's like blocking our section,
Yeah.
like a reflection thing. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
but yeah, and then I saw him in Colorado Springs, and it was more like a college environment. It was an art center, but it wasn't a comedy club feel. It was, but then it wasn't even sold out. So like, I thought about going down and asking a question, and then I was like, I'll probably fill up really fast, and like only like 7 people went up. He managed to get through all of them, but there was like multiple times where I could have gone up and like. Yeah, I felt weird about asking him to do like my 2 seconds of video thing. Like I wanted to have him say like, "You are the ones who are the ball lickers" into my cell phone for my daily project. But I was like, that's really self-serving. It should be like ask a question to him. And then like the last 4 people did that. Like, hey, can I get a photo with you?
shit.
Can I get a photo with you? I was like, damn it.
Yeah, you just
So-
got to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I did the Kevin Conroy panel at Denver Comic Con, I did cut people off because everyone's like, "We wish my father a happy Father's Day." And after 3, I'm like, okay, he's done enough.
Yeah.
That's
So-
too bad.
Yeah, and there was
cool.
like somewhere like the phone wasn't working, so like the audience is just sitting there waiting for the guy to get the phone to work. And Kevin's cool, so he's like, "No, take your time, man." And like some people had like, speech impediments, so like it would take them a while to ask their question. But Kevin's completely cool, and like
He's a nice guy.
Was it just him or was
It was
Jay
just
with
him. There's a Jay and Bob Get Old.
yeah, a lot of the Denver
before.
shows they did the Jay and
Oh.
Bob first, and then like at 7, and then at 9 he just went out by
Yeah,
himself.
and I will say he did 3 hours. He said he was only going to do it till midnight, but he went till almost 12:30.
Wow,
So
that's cool. Well, I'm glad.
it was fun.
That makes me happy.
And with him, it's cool because a lot of people ask the same question, but he usually tells it answers in a different way and
Yeah.
keeps it going.
Yeah, my thing is it was a lot of stuff I heard, like a lot of the same stories, because people ask the same questions a lot, so it's not really him.
Yeah.
He's got he has to fill time, so
People get up there and you're the first thing you think after they ask their question is like, "Come on, man, did you not watch Evening 3? Like, come on, like what? Where have you been? Why are you even here? What? Seriously, don't ask him about Superman. He's not going to tell you that whole story again."
actually different from the one you went to. Someone in my the Colorado Springs one asked about Clerks 3, and it wasn't like, it's just like I've got these other things to do. He actually admitted that Jeffrey Anderson is holding out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But he had that problem with him on Clerks too, I think.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say because he lives like up in the hills and doesn't want to come down ever, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
fair.
like he was okay with it at one point, but now like in the time that's passed, he's kind of like,
Yeah, it's probably one of those things where like, Anderson's probably like comfortable with being thrown under the bus because he knows that's the thing anyway. So Kevin's like, yeah. He doesn't want to come down the hill, so I'm working on it. We'll get it done. And then once like everything like contracts and money comes through, then he'll be like, oh yeah, Anderson's in, so now we're gonna make it. You know.
And now, so the thing is, he has so much going on. Is he going to do? Is he still doing Moose Jaws?
yeah, that's the next thing.
Is he?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know because Yoga Hosers was so not
Terrible.
well received. I haven't seen it yet.
Don't.
I will eventually.
I guess he said like on Netflix it's doing really well because it's reaching the audience of like tween girls that he made it for. So like the antagonism
It's an
against the
insult
movies
to tween girls.
flopped.
Well, the number one watch movie on Netflix of all time is right.
Yeah, it's the Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Ridiculous Six. So
Yeah.
no accounting for taste. Speaking of good taste, we go see movies at the Alamo Draft House. Have you tried their draft root beer? Oh, it's so delicious.
No
What?
shit. What?
Yeah, I got that yesterday.
I've been ordering too much beer there lately. So
Yeah, dude, get their draft root beer because it has kind of that like bite to it, and it's also like vanilla-y.
Does
It's
that
really
mean
good.
does that mean it's caffeinated? Because Barks has bite.
It does.
This week's episode brought to you by Barks Best Buy.
A slogan they haven't used in a long time. So wait, so is it alcoholic or?
No, it's not
Okay.
non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
That sounds
Definitely that,
delicious. Man. Very cool.
Did you guys try any of the Rogue One specials?
Oh yeah, I got the sliders.
When I got there,
but I
they
know
didn't
you got
have
those
like
too.
a menu for it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, and that was just Saturday, so maybe it was only good for
Oh.
Thursday, Friday.
It's because they were all shaped like Death Stars, so I took them all home with me because I
Nice.
thought they were cool.
Yeah. I found like
that's my fault.
it might have been just stuck in your slot under your table because like
I hid mine there too.
yeah, like some people just put them and then they get stuck and they don't come out with the.
I ordered so much food that then when there's like stuff sliding around on the table, I'm like, I don't know where to put my popcorn.
Dude,
'Cause
their
I'm a-
popcorn
'cause
are
I'm a
so
glutton.
good. I got it with just the real butter.
You gotta get that herbs and parmesan.
You know, I was going to, but I know if Joe would like it, so I was like, oh, just get it with the butter.
Oh, you went with Joe?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was good.
that's adorable.
Anyways, this is what's playing at the Alamo Draft House next week.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys actually enjoy treating your customers like rebel scum. Because that's how I felt when I went to the Alamo Draft House. Okay? You know what? I didn't know I wasn't supposed to use the Force in your little theater. It was too dark in that place for me to find my seat. Alright? I was using my lightsaber as a flashlight to get to my seat. So excuse me for using my lightsaber in Galactic Empire, where you are free to use the Force in the theater. I've used the Force in all the theaters on the Death Star, and no one ever gave a alright? And it was on silent. It wasn't on kill. I wasn't telepathically choking anybody. And I'm pretty sure you guys are being nerf herders on purpose. So thanks for making me feel like a customer. Thanks for taking my money.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, at this time of year, I'm sure it's hard for Steve to program extra stuff because there's so many movies that come out. So starting on Tuesday at 4:45, you can go to the Christmas Vacation movie party. At 2:00 is the Elf movie party. You can also see it again on Wednesday. Is the Elf movie party at
That thing sells out like every
4:45. And you know what? That's all the special things they have this week because you have Why Him is opening, Passengers is opening, that new Illumination movie Sing is opening,
Blah.
plus Star Wars, plus Moana,
Plus Christmas,
plus Christmas.
right? Like you only have so many things. Did you guys ever like go see movies for Christmas when you were kids?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I never did.
I would go.
We always had too much stuff going on.
I do. We do in the day, but at nighttime I'll always leave and go watch a movie because
I think there was a
I get
year.
tired of my fucking family.
There was a there was one of the Lord of the Rings years where I think that we got done with like Christmas dinner sort of early, and I think that we went to like a 10:00 showing on Christmas, just because we all wanted to see it again.
Nice.
But anyway,
Cool, and that's what's playing at the Alamo Draft House. Oh man, there's a sweet Blu-ray set I'm getting next week. This is what's coming out on DVD and Blu-ray.
DVD releases and Blu-rays.
While James is pulling that up, I actually got a Blu-ray that's supposed to come out on Tuesday, delivered on Saturday.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Sully?
No.
Because Sully's coming out this week.
Is it?
Yeah. So this is your chance to see Sully if you want to. Cool. I was just double checking that I didn't have the wrong week. I got paranoid all of a sudden. Magnificent Seven. That's a great movie.
Did they take out the ADR of it?
Is that
Or-
the? Well, no, but you could just mute it for like the 1 second.
Are you
that's
getting
on
that
screen.
movie, James?
Yeah, I probably will. That's a really fun movie.
When you get
I'd
it,
like
let
to
me
see
know
it
because I'm
again.
going to watch it again. I'm going to see how bad I'm exaggerating.
I will. You're exaggerating it terribly. I bet on a TV you won't even hear it.
Just skip the first chapter and start from there, and maybe you'll like it.
I bet. Oh no, really? 'Cause
Really?
it is. The
Do I still have
church
to
scene.
But it's the second scene, the church scene, where it's like,
no, the
we're-
first. The first. It opens on the church scene.
we're bad guys.
Yeah. That's the
Cliche
first scene.
bad guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't shave. We have 5 o'clock shadows.
We wear all black and carry
and
guns.
have dirty faces. And we spit in church with our tobacco.
All right, I'm picking a weird one, but you have a problem with their dirty faces?
No, I'm just saying it's cliched.
It was the West. Showers hadn't been invented
You know what?
yet.
We need another saloon with a bunch of prostitutes in it. Can we make that happen?
It was the West. People got drunk and banged hookers.
You know what? If there's any historians who listen to this show and they specialize in
They're all screaming,
the
"It was
American
the West."
can you please send me how many brothels are actually in? Was there a brothel in every town in the West? I doubt it.
I bet there was a hooker in every town.
I think there was because like a lot of those towns were brought up from mining, and so
Yeah.
it was a lot of men. So
How about
they
this?
probably
I can give you the name of a famous Colorado hooker
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the
Cool.
number.
Colorado.
because they were so popular.
Yeah, I'm
like,
talking about
they-
every town. There's a saloon with a hooker bedrooms upstairs.
Okay.
With a dude playing a piano.
Yes, I would bet real money that every town of 100 people or more had a saloon of sorts with a hooker either in or adjacent to the establishment.
Hooker young lady.
Yeah.
Yeah,
porn
I'm
young
interested
lady.
now. I wonder if I can find out. So historians,
should.
please email
Yeah.
realnerds@gmail.com.
We need to find out more about hookers and where we can find them. In the past.
In the past, yeah.
In the past.
1800s.
Speaking of stuff for children, Storks is out this week. So if you
Brad,
want
did you see that at the
to-
drive-in?
I did.
That's right.
How was that?
Every time there's a shitty kids movie, I'm like, Brad, you saw that at the drive-in, right?
not for trying. Yeah,
Is it terrible?
it's not. It's like like if you watched any 3D animated kids movie that's not Pixar, like it's the same vein. Like it has heartfelt moments, but like it's a lot of pop culture references.
Well, next
and,
year
like,
it's going to
silly
be
humor.
Boss Baby that we're going to see.
No, isn't that like soon?
I think it's, March, I think.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's further away than I thought. But still, that looks awful. Anyway, speaking of things that people tell me are awful, Rob Zombie's 31.
But
Is that your box set this week?
no, I got Scream Factory's Black Christmas. Came 3 days early.
Oh, no way. Oh, shoot, I didn't actually open that one. Where is it? Because I opened a couple of other horror movies, but I don't think I saw that one.
Lately,
don't
good old Digital Bits, I think either release dates have been moved around a lot or
Oh, yeah.
they
In
don't
fact,
update it.
yeah, the list this week is actually really short. So, my apologies if we're missing something. Yeah. Nobody cares about Oasis. There's some movie with Neil McDonough called Greater. Hellraiser, the dentist beat Ben. What is this?
Oh, the Scarlet
Scarlet Box.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wow.
It's the Arrow one.
No, this definitely says the dentist B. That's
Bee.
what the cover says. Like it's in like cursive. And I'm good at reading.
It's pretty fancy. If you click on the pictures, it comes with like production art, a book, the 3 Hellraisers.
There's only 3?
No, there's like 8 of them. But
Oh, okay.
the first 3 are. The first one's pretty good.
The
The
new
other
one's
2 are all right.
coming out
There's some
soon.
like pretty sweet gore effects.
Oh, okay.
Scott Derrickson did the 5th one.
Yeah.
And how he did the 5th one is they came to him and he turned in a script to Dimension that didn't have Pinhead in it. And they're like, "Hey, we like this. Can you add Pinhead to it?" He's like, "Sure." And he just added him at the 5 minutes at the end, and had the plot device of like the box.
Yeah.
So he just basically changed it.
Yeah.
This is cool. It's like a cop that relives the same day over and over again.
Yeah.
And so what he does is, since the cop's reliving the same day over and over again, he just makes it that the box and Pinhead are the one who making him do it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Very last thing is that Arrow is releasing Creepshow 2.
I already got that.
You already got it? Wait, what? How, did
Because Amazon is messing up.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, good job, Amazon.
Yeah.
This week's episode sponsored by Amazon Order Early. No.
I don't know why. Some things have been taking like extra days, and I've been getting stuff early. I don't
Well,
know.
that
what's
one
going
was
on.
actually on the list last week. But
Oh,
then
was it?
They republished it for this week, but
Oh, interesting.
yeah,
Maybe Digital Bits is having a hard time.
yeah,
Or maybe it's Christmas time and Amazon is fucking up, which is also possible.
sure.
Bank Air in your favor. Greatest Monopoly card. Well, I don't know if that's the best Monopoly card or second place in the beauty contest, so you get $10.
Who has favorite Monopoly cards?
I do. Second place in the beauty contest, $10. And the Monopoly guy gets like a bouquet of flowers.
Oh, you're
so.
ridiculous. Anyway, I think that's everything this week. With the caveat of, hey, Digital Bits looks broken. So,
This is movie news, which we call real news.
It's real news.
And once again, there's not much. We got a trailer for Dunkirk. That was pretty good.
I know I want to see Rogue One in IMAX so I can watch 7 minutes of Dunkirk.
Oh, man, is it one of those?
I don't think there's aliens in it. I was hoping it was aliens.
No, there's not aliens in it. There's just a lot of shots of World War II. But it looks cool. I mean,
Nolan.
it is really fascinating to see, or to think about Christopher Nolan doing a real thing. That sounds
Something that's had like some
that
twist
sounds
to it.
condescending. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to do something that doesn't have some level of magic,
Yeah.
right? Or fantasy to it. But it looks cool. I mean, there's some really good looking shots in that movie.
But he's a great filmmaker, so I have faith in him.
Oh yeah. It just comes down to whether or not the script is amazing, but it looks like it's cool.
Is it written by him and his brother?
I don't know.
It is probably
I'm
pretty
sure
good.
he has his hands on it because has he ever made something that he didn't partially write?
I mean, he adapted the Prestige from a book. So.
Yeah, right. But he's one of the screenwriters on it.
Yeah.
And I think Insomnia is adapted from something as well.
Oh yeah, it's not his at all.
That's a remake.
That's some
Insomnia.
Swedish film or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
But so that's probably the closest one.
Yeah.
Does he have a writing credit on it? Like, did he retouch the script?
I think he still wrote the remake though for Insomnia.
I bet he did. That's my least favorite of his films. So, I don't know much about it. Anyway, and then there's all this news about some sirens or something. What is it called? DC?
Gotham City Sirens.
Yeah. So maybe David Ayer is talking about going and making a movie with.
He's signed
Margot
on to
Robbie.
it. So, and they have a lady screenwriter already wrote it. So I'm guessing it's going to be shooting pretty soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Full speed ahead on that.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone likes Harley Quinn. Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
James doesn't.
No, I really like Harley Quinn. I really wish that I got to see her in a movie. Yeah.
You did see her.
No, that wasn't my Harley Quinn.
So it was.
No, that's the Harley Quinn I want. Your Harley Quinn was already better. Man, yeah, I don't know. Is this an actual comic? Is there a?
I have the first volume actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can read it. It's written by Paul Dini. It's pretty fun.
Oh, cool.
You know,
Is it like a Birds of Prey? Or
Yeah, it's Birds of Prey, but with Catwoman and Poison Ivy.
Oh, and Harley.
Yeah, and Harley.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, what I've read about it is they're going to have Batgirl fight him, so that makes me excited. That'll be fun.
Oh, what? Okay, yeah. Now I'm down. Yeah, you put Batgirl in a movie. Oh, shit, why did I just get excited for them to just fucking rip? God damn it! God,
They'll make a cool trailer.
seriously? Right? Oh, I hate you. Fucking WB. Like genuinely, you just heard it. I just got so excited because I was like, "Oh, cool! Like Batgirl in a movie, like that would be really great." And then,
As long as it's not Alicia Silverstone.
man,
Batgirl.
God,
Oh.
damn it, Ryan.
Watch it.
Oh,
Watch
you're
it. She's
so
not.
terrible.
I guess that was
You're
before
so-
the time where they used to work out
No,
for
come on.
superhero
You're
movies.
the worst. This
and
is
they just
why-
added rubber muscles to them.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Hey, Bruce, I'm going to go fight crime with you.
Don't make fun of fat kids.
I can. I'm fat.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know that there was really anything else.
Everyone's on Christmas vacation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the last few weeks have been a lot of like not news. So we did get that trailer for Transformers. Did you guys talk about
Yeah,
that?
no, because it's
Fucking
stupid.
dope.
It's stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Looks so dumb. Oh, you want to talk about look stupid? Did you see that trailer for Fast and Furious? Whatever
Oh,
this
yeah,
was
it's
called.
awful.
Holy shit! It's cool. It's so bad.
It's the most watched trailer now on
I know,
YouTube.
can you believe that?
Oh my gosh.
Anytime I have to deal with dumbass Vin Diesel trying to be hardcore, I don't believe it.
You turn your back on the family. It's so self-serious.
It is.
It's amazing.
It's so self-serious. And lest we forget, in the last episode of The Furious,
episode.
The Rock ripped a Gatling gun off a helicopter and used it.
It was awesome.
And Vin Diesel literally stomped the ground to make it collapse.
It was awesome.
The Vin Diesel part, not so much. The
well,
part with
not
The
as
Rock
much,
where he
yes.
flexes so hard and breaks his cast, that part's awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything
And
else is garbage.
Hey, The Rock is in this movie. It will be good.
He is teaming up with Jason Statham, which is like my ultimate, like, if they met Robert Downey Jr. on the outside of the prison, they'd be like, what?
Like, there's going to be a sequence where The Rock
And then Tom Cruise
Jason
runs
Statham-
away. The Rock gets out there, and Robert Downey Jr. is like, here, you need to deliver this message. He's like, I know the best guy, and he holds out his hand, and Tom Cruise runs by and grabs it and takes off.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
But, I mean, I guess we're supposed to believe that Charlize Theron is badass because she has dreadlocks or something.
Yeah, no, she doesn't look good.
No, that movie looks awful. You know why? Because this is... The one Fast and Furious movie I can't stand is the fourth one because it treats Dom like he's like, family, and I love my family, and it's my family.
That's all of them.
And now it's like, oh, he's turning his back on his family. And then it's going to be it'd be cool if they actually stuck with that, like he became a bad guy. But no, it's going to be, he joined her because he was protecting one of their family members.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
You know what is going to happen?
He's doing it to protect the family.
You know what's going to happen? He's doing it to protect him, and they're going to have CGI Paul Walker come in. He's like, I'm protecting, what's his character's name in it?
Paul Walker?
Yeah, I'm protecting Paul Walker.
Isn't Dom, like, aren't they already criminals? Like,
Oh, yeah.
they're just like better criminals.
But they're good.
Yeah.
They're good guy criminals.
Yeah.
But he's turning his back on his family.
They're family, man.
Don't you want to know the fate of the Furious?
We're a family. It's family.
Yeah, you didn't get
Did
that.
you watch the Xander
bro?
Cage
Hold
trailer
on.
too?
Hold on. You got to understand. Family. If I say family enough, there will be emotional weight here. Family.
Not feeling it.
How do you feel about family?
Triple X,
I
The
didn't.
Return of Xander Cage.
I guess I
Another
haven't seen
movie
any
where
of
they're
those
like,
movies, so
I hear he breaks a gun in half. I haven't seen it yet.
here's Vin Diesel trying to be tough. You're not tough, bro. I don't buy him as like an action star.
Oh no, he's terrible. I mean, I love him, but he's terrible.
I do not love him. I think he's garbage.
I love Fast and Furious 8. That's what I love.
All right. Well, yeah, and the Transformers movie, no. There's absolutely nothing different about it. They're trying to make me care that Optimus Prime is a bad guy.
Wait. Why would I want anything to be different about it?
Because you maybe want something good.
No. What I want is a
We have a
movie
Transformer.
where cars turn into robots. That's what I want. The bar is very low.
I don't. Did I see cars turn to robots in that trailer? No, I'm supposed to
Sometimes-
like care because Optimus Prime is killing Bumblebee.
Don't worry.
sometimes robots are tanks and jets that turn into robots.
Yeah, don't worry. They're
Cars.
the trailer. This is not Jason Bourne. There will be cars that turn into robots in that movie.
Yeah, if it was Jason
go
Bourne,
ahead.
I'd be excited for it.
No, I mean because of that punch, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna tease me with that punch and then not.
So
put
you're
that punch
saying
in
they're
me.
not going to kill Bumblebee?
Oh no, none of that matters. I don't give a shit about any of the characters. I want to
Obviously.
see cars that turn into robots and then they fight. Like that's all I care about. And I want to see Michael Bay shots. And I want to see I want to see somebody get out of a car and then like a low angle that spins around them, and then they like stand up and they look.
Well, we're
and then the
definitely
sun
getting
is-
hero shots. It's a Michael
Yeah.
Bay movie.
I wanna see-
Hey,
I wanna
that
see a
guy
big-
that guy can shoot movies.
Right. I want to see
Can
a
he
big.
make movies that are good? I don't know yet.
wanna-
I don't know.
I want to see a Boeing 747 fly past a sign that says Miami. Like this is what I want.
Well-
it's really very simple.
I guess your expectations are low.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes. That's all that I want in the whole world from Michael Bay.
I put it on the truck.
Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
I think that's news.
Cool. This is our art house asshole for the week.
I love art house movies. You can call me Mr. Asshole.
What's up, nerds? It's Henry giving you an update on Art House Asshole. This week I watched two films, actually. The first being Under the Sun, as part of the documentary December project I'm doing. It's about North Korea. If you know anything about North Korea, then you probably already know what's in this film. It's an interesting concept, but overall kind of bland, and I don't recommend it. But the big one that we want to talk about is Silence. Because, God, voice crack. But Silence, it's the new Scorsese film. I will say that it makes sense. This is a passion project for Scorsese. It is his most beautiful film in terms of visuals. Cinematography is definitely it's the biggest part of this film, and I would see the film for the cinematography alone. The sound design is also fantastic in this film. I will say that it's definitely not his most accessible film. If you've seen only Goodfellas or Wolf of Wall Street and you're like, I like these films, this is not like those films. This is very much a slow burning film. It's almost 3 hours long. It's a lot of just people reacting to things. There's not a lot of violence to it, but when there is violence, it is very much earned. If you're excited for the film, I'd definitely recommend checking it out. I think it's kind of middle tier Scorsese, but I do think it's definitely one of the better films of the year. Not my top 10, but definitely my top 20. So, anyway, that's this week. I hope you guys like Star Wars. I'm not going to be able to see this week, so hopefully it's good. Wish you guys the best. Bye.
A documentary about North Korea. They're oppressed.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone else have to remember that North Korea is the bad guys because usually we associate the North with good people?
No. I'm really good about remembering that North Korea is the bad guy.
Well, I mean, because, the South and the Civil War were the bad guys.
Yeah. No, I understand. I got you.
Now I got to remember that the North Koreans are... Well, I shouldn't say the North Koreans are bad people. I should say their dictators...
Their government is.
Their government is, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Because
oppressed.
the North Koreans are probably really nice people.
They're a country of brainwashed, oppressed people. It's really sad.
I think it's more of like the documentary exists just because, none of their media really gets out. So someone risked their life to go in and
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, it's...
document it.
Oh, yeah,
so.
you can be...
It is funny.
Killed.
I do kind of feel like, especially on weeks like this, I feel like Henry is sort of taking a bullet sometimes, where I'm like, oh man, this poor guy's watching all these sad documentaries and sad movies.
I know.
And also watching a lot of shit.
You wrote a review of Silence too.
I know, yeah. I have
That's
to,
like the
I have to-
Scorsese movie made for James.
I know. I have
People
to
questioning their religion.
I have to admit that when he said it's like in his review, he used the phrase Christian torture porn, and I was like, oh shit, yeah. My pastor talked about that movie in church today.
Did he see it already?
He read the book. He just finished reading the book because he saw the trailer and was like, that looks interesting.
Because I didn't know if it'd be like one of those movies where they would show to the church and be like, hey, see this movie.
Right, well, they're premiering it at the Vatican.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's also weird because he's been trying to make this movie since The Last Temptation of Christ, which is a movie that Christians don't like.
Right,
for
because
the most
Jesus
part.
is punching people in it. That's awesome.
It's just not generally regarded very well. I've actually never seen it because before I got that far in my education of Martin Scorsese, I realized I don't think he's talking to me. So
That one dude who doesn't like Martin Scorsese.
I know he's really good at what he does. The trailer for Silence looks amazing. I will say that. I'm really excited for it. I hope I get to see it. So
This is stuff we've been watching.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Brad, what'd you watch this week?
Or what?
What'd you watch this week?
Well, Suicide Squad came out, so I didn't get to it right away, but I checked out the special features and whatnot, and I didn't feel like, for an extended cut, compared to Batman v Superman, it's really kind of disappointed. The Joker and Harley scenes are a little bit longer. There's a little more, camaraderie while they're walking through the city, little instances where Harley will walk up and call people out on their identity, oh, so you're the guy that does this, and
yeah, you throw boomerangs.
yeah, so there's little more short instances of that as they go through the city, but I actually felt like things were missing from the cut that I saw in theaters.
Really?
When the Joker kidnaps that guy at the casino and convinces him to
give the phone to Carly. Yeah,
to
that guy.
Harley.
Yeah.
So when the Joker sits him down, sits on his lap and stuff, I felt there was more homosexual dialogue, insinuating that the Joker was gonna
I do
seduce him.
That does sound like that.
That was my
I also
imagination,
got that
right?
feeling. I mean, I remember that.
I'll have to watch it. I know I
Yeah.
got it. But
Now
I
the
haven't
scene
watched it yet.
just ends where he's you're gonna be my friend, and there's none of that.
Maybe it's one of those things where in the performance you get that feeling that he's intentionally trying to be,
Yeah,
like,
but I feel sitting in
insinuate
the theater, I was
something like that,
wow, I'm surprised for PG-13 they let that dialogue go through. I don't remember what the dialogue was though. I just remember it was he's
Yeah, because doesn't he kind of, I don't remember, smack him oh no, that's the guy he has in the back. I don't remember.
yeah.
yeah. Does it feel like there's? I mean, from what I've heard, it sounds like they didn't put all of the Harley Quinn Joker stuff
Yeah.
back in.
Honestly, it didn't feel like they added they say even half an hour. I feel like it was maybe 5 minutes. I mean, towards the end, I kind of checked out. I wasn't paying attention as much, but by that point, I was I don't feel like the stuff I watched going up to that, even those Joker and Harley scenes, I didn't feel were any different.
Huh. Blu-ray.com said the same thing. They said it doesn't add or subtract anything
Yeah.
substantially from the film.
And the stuff that I did notice that was new, I was like, yeah, I'm glad they took that out of the original because that's just a dumb line. Like, a lot of the Joker's lines are really redundant
You
and
got the
stupid.
Steelbook, right?
Yeah.
Did yours automatically come with the 4K?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say that's all they had at the stores, so I didn't know if you got one that didn't come with 4K.
They didn't have non-steelbooks?
No, they did have the Steelbooks, but the Steelbooks was the 4K Steelbook.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't know if that's the only one they released, or if you got a special one that just didn't come with the 4K.
Yeah.
I'm such a sucker that like you said that, and I was like, ooh, it came with a 4K, and then I was like, I don't want this movie. Why am I excited?
Yeah.
Mine's sitting right there. I haven't opened it yet.
And then overall, like, I enjoyed it enough when it came out, but like really sitting down and having the time to like pause and go back, like, and then watch like the subtitles and things, and like really critiquing the movie, like, I actually like it less watching it now, and especially in this cut where it seems like there's extra stuff that's not important, and there's things I feel like I'm missing from the version I did like. So, yeah, there's like a lot of contradictory ideas in it. Like at one point, I get that they were trying to set up this like reveal, like, oh, the whole mission is just to get Amanda Waller, right? And like that was supposed to be a big surprise, which doesn't feel like a surprise because it's not handled very well. And then, so what's his name? Flag tells everyone to wait behind the door so he can go extract the person they want.
Flag is the guy from
Rick Flag.
He's the military guy who's
Yeah.
like in love with what's her face. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Okay. So then he goes into the room, has this exchange with Amanda Waller, where
Oh yeah, and then she shoots everybody.
yeah,
That
but
scene?
but
Okay.
she says stuff like, I can take care of myself. I'm like, this whole mission is about saving you because you can't take care of yourself, and all you needed was a helicopter on the roof. Like, why'd you send these people in here to get a helicopter to the roof, and then the helicopter gets shot down anyway? And it's like the logic of these things. Like, I didn't mind as much when it was in the theater, but now that I'm sitting here like really thinking about it on like the fourth viewing, I'm just like, God. And that's just one instance. There's instances leading up to that where people like don't do the things that they say. Like when Harley has like a flashback to like her, like when the Joker seduces her and like to his insanity, and then she like snaps out of it and she's got a gun pointed at Will Smith, and she asks him like, "Do you believe in love or something?" Corny, and then he's like, "No, like you can't do what I do if you don't believe in love." And it's like your whole plot is that you love your daughter. Like you do feel love. It's not a romantic thing with like another person.
Yeah.
Like, but like you do feel love. Like you're not that cold hearted. So it's just like, why does that scene exist?
Yeah.
It's
It is like the whole Amanda Waller like plot is so strange to me and like undeserved, because there is a part of me that's just like, okay, you've got this plan at this point in this universe you're creating. I don't understand why nobody's going like, hey, let's go get, like, if you're the government, let's go get like Batman and this Aquaman guy we've got files on and this cyborg thing with like the plan should be, let's go put together a Justice League, but first we get this crazy woman who's like, I got all these like wild dogs and I got bombs around their necks, and oh shit, one of them got free, so I need a team of wild dogs to go track down my wild dog. And you're like, this makes no sense.
yeah. And like that tag scene with like her and Batman at the
Right.
end.
Like, you already know who Batman is. Like, why aren't you using him?
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about like there's like a void left by Superman. I should have wrote it down, but anyway, yeah. So it's just more baffling
Yeah, I'll have
this
to
time
watch
around,
it
where I'm
again.
like, I was like, I'm trying to put together my list, and I was like, for a while, I was there like, well, Suicide Squad would probably fit on there. I liked it enough, but now it's like, probably won't be in the Film Explosion now, just because like, yeah,
I think speaking of which,
we'll
Film Explosion
talk about it on
is
Film Explosion.
December 28th.
yep,
Oh, is that, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I went back and looked. There's no movies that come out after the 22nd.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, yeah, we did
So-
talk about this because there are movies in January we want to see.
Yeah. Underworld Blood Wars is the next week.
What day of the week is the 28th? Is that the Friday?
Yeah, it should be the Friday.
it's a Wednesday,
That's a Wednesday.
Oh, then what? Oh,
the 30th?
The 30th.
Oh, okay.
so we're doing it on a Friday.
Yeah, or Saturday is probably easier for me, but whatever.
Yeah, we can do it on Saturday. I'd be good with Saturday. Saturday good?
Yeah,
Okay.
we should probably figure this out off the air.
Oh no! But if you want to write in your list, just make sure you get it to us by the 30th or the 31st.
Yep, the 30th.
Or let's say the 30th, and we'll probably record on the 31st. And yeah, we'll read it on the show. And if you put Suicide Squad on there, I'll make fun of you. So
I will say, like, the special features though, like the process, like I can't fault them for like Ayer went through a lot of like attention to detail, like really training all the actors to be like militarized. It's shot well. The production design, like they tell you, the production designer and Ayer like didn't have the same vision, but they found a way to get a mutual vision across, and everyone's having fun on set. Obviously, they probably don't show the bad times,
Jared Leto's like mailing condoms to people and shit like that. Like, everybody's having fun.
Yeah, tattooing each other with misspelled squad and stuff. So there's a genuine camaraderie like within the unit. So like they tried, but it's just I didn't realize like Ayer was the only person who wrote that script. There's some touch up from some other people, but like a lot of the bad dialogue and like plots threads that don't match up, it's like really belong to him. So it seems like he's more focused on the
visual side of it.
Yeah, like he did the research, but like he just didn't really change it enough to like adapt to the vision he was going for.
Yeah.
Like they really relied heavily on the comics. Like they tell you, like, the scene where Boomerang convinces Slipknot to defect and then he gets his head blown off.
Yeah,
like that's actual a scene out of the old comics. And Rick Flag's like an original like 1950s Suicide Squad member. Because it was just like military guys in the first incarnation, and then in the 80s, Ostrander jumped on and it turned into like a superhero team. So,
yeah, the original Suicide Squad was kind of like Nick
G.I.
Fury
Joe's,
and his Howling Commandos kind of thing.
That might have been cool.
So I think that's what he was
that
drawn
would have been
to.
An easier thing to sell is like, here's this person putting together like this team of mercenaries, and then you just figure out a way to get a Joker Harley Quinn wedged in there. And that might be cool. And then the movie could be like, hey, they had this idea for a bunch of mercenaries, and then you end up sort of falling into this plan of using terrible people to do it. Like there's that's the thing. There's so much potential there for it to be good, and I so love, like, David Ayer has made some really good stuff. I think the movie is visually really cool. I just think it's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
How's
and it
editing?
is too bad. I'm disappointed to hear that it's not like, at least with Batman vs Superman, I watch it and I'm like, oh, like it fills in the plot holes of Batman vs Superman, the extended edition. I mean, so like it makes me feel better about the movie I got. So it's kind of disappointing to not hear like, oh yeah, guys, there was this whole subplot that just doesn't fit in the movie where Joker does this. And you're like, oh.
Well, there's more because even in the trailers, they had the scene with Joker's like burnt up face and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's all these behind the scenes footage of like them having conversations in the street, and like, so it's clear that there was stuff after the helicopter crash and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much more there. It would just be fascinating to really hear the true story of like.
Yeah.
There might be a double dip coming.
I feel like there is.
Really?
Yeah.
One, because
that's gross.
Like I got the standard edition, and like the cover is not that interesting. And on the 3D version, it's the same cover, but it just has 3D on it.
And for a movie that sold as well as it did,
yeah, so it
weird.
makes me feel like there is.
Yeah.
I feel gross about like releasing something you call an extended edition and then double dipping and then calling it what, like the extreme extended director's
Super Suicide
They didn't call it
Squad.
the ultimate cut like the other one, so it's like.
Oh, that's true.
So that might have been a clue.
Then they're because I was already going to say earlier, I feel like by doing this whole thing where they're releasing extended cuts, it feels like they muddy the waters of this universe. Like if you go make a sequel to one of these movies, or you go, like in the next Batman, Superman, in Justice League, like, is some of the stuff in the extended cut, is that canon? Is it not? Like, how do I figure that stuff out?
Yeah.
It's way worse if you start releasing multiple different extended, right? If you Blade Runner, if you intentionally Blade Runner your movie, how do I know which one is the movie to watch?
Oh my God! Will the new one have voiceover?
Yeah. See, and the reason Joker is doing this. Yeah. Interesting. Cool.
What else you watch, Brad?
Just Aqua Teen episodes. Haven't watched
Nice.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force in a while.
I fucking love Aqua Teen.
So much fun.
Aqua Teen's so great.
Not much to critique there. I think the last one I stopped in the middle of was Shake's son Ezekiel, voiced by Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. I wanna play.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
I think Shake's like one of the greatest cartoon characters ever.
Yeah. The episode with the PDA, the what is it? PDA, right? Yeah, the episode of the PDA is one of my favorite episodes of television. Period.
And
it's
actually,
so good. Fuck it, I didn't want it anyway. Oh man, it's so good.
watching them, the first couple seasons, they kind of have this like ongoing story, but then they start like, fuck it, who cares? There's no continuity. There's nothing.
No.
They're each 12-minute like microcosms of this universe that.
Who wants to come up here and get sexy with the captain?
One begrudgingly frustrating thing is on season 4, it says play all, and it actually plays all the episodes like in little quadrants all at once. And there's not an option like there's no play all option. So you have to go into the like scene selection menu and select the episodes one by one as you go.
Sounds like something they would do.
That's awesome.
So
Those guys
it's
are
like,
goofy.
damn it, I forgot about this.
See, but that's fun.
Yeah, they're
There's,
really
like,
creative with those discs.
There's also discs like where it's like commercials, and there's these really weird commercials. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know what's going
they have
on
like
there.
their student films and the special features like Radon and like Assisted Living Vampire. Like you can watch the whole thing. So that's cool. That's it for me.
James?
Cool. I don't have much. I got a chance to watch Neighbors 2, which I did not bring back to return, but I'll
You
remember next week.
asshole.
I know. You really needed to watch it again before the end of the year.
Yeah, because that's teetering on number 1 for me.
It was pretty fun. I forget, or it reminded me that even the first movie has a lot more heart than like a normal comedy, and this one especially, maybe even more so. Like the story that they're trying to tell, like they're really making an effort to be like, no, like this is what it's like to be an adult, and like here's a story about growing up, and and what
this
that
one
feels
is more
like.
of just like how zany
Yeah,
they can be.
well,
It's still funny.
yeah, it's like they have something really good there, but they don't do it as well.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun. I think it's worth checking out. There's definitely some dumb stuff, but I was mostly
She almost fucking
entertained.
died for Chalupa. That's my favorite part. I fucking forgot
There
her.
are some weird like there's a weird montage of them getting like attacked by the sorority that's like super like it's cut terribly.
Yeah.
Like the shot, slight spoilers, but whatever, it's in the trailer. The shot where like the girl pops up in the back of his car and he hits the brakes and she goes flying through the windshield. What you saw in the trailer is exactly what's in the movie, and there's nothing before that, nothing after. It's just like that sequence just thrown into a little montage, and it like without any context, it's actually somehow less funny. Like in the trailer, that shot works.
I
so
thought it was
well.
funny when she's like, "I'm on pain meds, bitch."
No, I know, but I'd already seen it in the trailer so many times that when I saw it in the movie, I was like, "Oh, well, shoot!" Like,
And it is fun seeing girls playing guy roles where they're kind of the instigators and.
oh yeah, no, the way that they play on all of those gender expectations is really pretty fun. I think they do a good job. I will say I'm right. I'll agree with you. Central Intelligence is better.
Yeah, thank you. It's a toss between that and Popstar for my favorite comedies of the year.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's Popstar.
But yeah,
I won't go that far. I forgot about Popstar. Popstar is for me funnier than that.
But I'm telling you, straight up comedy.
Central Intelligence is worth your time.
Yep.
And is more. The nice thing is like Central Intelligence is more of a family film than like I can't tell my parents to go see Neighbors 2.
Oh yeah.
I think there is something else, but I'm forgetting it. I think that's pretty much it though.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't watch very much this week either. I finally got my Blu-ray of Jack Frost, which I've been hyping for like 3 weeks. It stars Michael Keaton. No, I'm just kidding. This is this one is about a killer snowman, literally killer snowman, and he goes around town in Snowminton, Colorado.
No,
Yeah.
I'm out. Out. Stupid.
Have you guys been to Snowminton?
It's
Just
beautiful.
Oh, I live in Snowminton. Yeah.
And it's so dumb, but it has like this low like VHS old school like quality to it. You know what I mean? And
Even on Blu-ray?
Yeah, that it actually exists on Blu-ray.
It's like they transferred it from VHS.
No, actually, the transfer looks really great. It's because it was shot on film. It actually still retained like its grain, and they had no money, but they shot it, and everyone on there was having fun. It's Shannon Elizabeth's first movie, if from American Pie fame.
Yeah, she gets killed in the shower.
Yeah, she gets
Yeah.
raped by. So you've all seen the original Nightmare on Elm Street, right?
No.
No.
What?
Oh, so there's a part in the original Nightmare where
No.
Freddy's glove comes up between.
Oh yeah, no, I know that shot.
Yeah, so that's a really
famous
really famous shot.
Yeah.
So in this one, Shannon Elizabeth is she's taking a bath and her legs are spread open and like a carrot comes up between her legs, and then the snowman forms around her and is like fucking her to death, and he's like, "Christmas is coming early,"
Oh man.
and it's funny.
How do you like as a director like on that set?
I
Like,
know.
okay, so you're gonna lay in this tub.
I got this idea.
So funny story. The director's commentary on it is really funny.
Oh, I bet.
He said, I'm making him. It's really funny because he's really honest. He's just talking. He's like, I'm making a monster movie where the monster is a giant snowman that looks like he's made out of foam, and he's brought that up. He's like, I have to convince these actors to be scared of this thing. And he looks like the snowman looks like he's wearing like puffy mittens and stuff. And he said, so what I did is I just made a movie that's fun. Everybody gets the gag. Everybody knows that it's stupid. So we just have fun with it. And I was like, you know what? He's right. If you just go in there and you know what you're doing, just have fun with it. I mean, the gore effects are actually not too bad.
Yeah.
The snowman, even though he looks hokey, is still pretty fun because he has that cartoony look to him. Yeah, I mean, if you embrace what you have, and I think that's why that movie gained such a cult status because, I mean, I'm obviously not the only person that likes it because if it's on Blu-ray, there's enough of a demand for it.
Clearly, all 10 of you were going to buy it.
Well, I will say this too. I bought it, I pre-ordered it, and it shipped to me from Amazon for $16.99. It's selling for $30 now on Amazon. So
Wow.
that means they probably only made 3,000 of them, and they're really low.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things at Blockbuster I used to get. It was one of the I remember I used to have the cover when you moved it. He'd go from a smiling snowman to one with like teeth.
Yep.
But he was part of that Blockbuster time when those movies would come out on video all the time.
Do you think I wasn't one of these kids? So it's taken me 29 years to have this mischievous of a thought in my head. Do you think there were people who would go grab like the horror movie Jack Frost and then in the Blockbuster?
Oh,
And
absolutely.
they go swap it out with
It happened at Hollywood Video
Oh yeah,
for me.
Oh,
Brad had
yeah?
it happen.
I was organizing the shelves and like, I was making sure all the stuff was aligned, the right tiles were in the right section, and I'm like, there's 2 Jack Frosts, and like one's because I remember the Michael Keaton one. And I was like, oh, there's a horror one, and I opened it up, and it was like someone had swapped it out. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
great.
yeah, so absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, if you like, it's not a great movie, but if you know what you're going in and you're having fun with it, it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Even the Blu-ray.com guys gave it 4 out of 5 stars because in their review too, they say, yeah, it's a goofy movie with a killer snowman.
Yeah.
And if you go in and you curb your expectations, just enjoy what it is, it's funny.
Yeah.
He says lines like, it ain't fucking Frosty. It's fun. And there's even a scene that he jams this like axe through this dude's mouth, like through the handle, and the doctor's trying to explain it, and he's like, I don't know. And then the handle's like sticking out the dude's mouth. He's like, it doesn't make any sense. So they're very self-aware of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fun.
That does remind me of something that I watched that I didn't talk about. I had never seen the Frankenbass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I watched that in the last like 2 weeks. It's terrible. I don't know why anyone why do kids like that?
I haven't seen it since I was a kid. So
Oh, it's awful. It's so bad.
Island of Misfit Toys. They're
Why is
heartbroken.
that there?
even the animation.
There's an elf. Yeah, no, the animation's not good. There's an elf that wants to be a dentist. The fuck does that have to do with Rudolph?
Well, because he takes all the teeth out of the abominable snowman.
Yeah, but okay. So I wrote a better because as I was watching, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a movie where they find out that the abominable snowman just needs a root canal, and the dentist is gonna save the day, and then the abominable snowman's actually gonna be a good guy. He's just got this sore tooth, and then that's not what happened. I was like, oh no, that's a terrible lesson. You should always tell people that bad people are actually good people, and you should just be nice to them.
And all they need is to
Yeah, all they
have
need
better
is
oral hygiene.
Yeah, they just need someone to give them their heart back so that they can turn back into. Oh, never mind, spoilers. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I totally interrupted.
No, it's fine. And the only other thing I watched is I got Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights, which I was partly interested too because it's one of the Blu-ray selects, or what do they call them? Blu-ray, on-demand Blu-rays from Sony. So when you order it, they make it. They just don't.
MOD.
Yeah, MOD. There we go.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, is it just going to be the movie, or what are they going to do? And they actually imported all the DVD features too.
Oh, cool.
So that Blu-ray is actually pretty loaded with special features. They're all standard def, but I mean, at least they transferred them over. And the movie follows Adam Sandler's Davy Stone, and he's a really bad guy because his parents. I thought they died in a fire, but they actually died on their way to watch him in a basketball game in a car accident. And ever since then, he was never a nice guy anymore because it happened like during Hanukkah, and so he didn't like the holidays. And when you watch it, there's actually there's a song at the beginning that he's singing about how he's really depressed and how he hates everybody. Like, wow, this isn't a kids movie. Like the chorus is, "I hate you, I hate me, I hate the holidays," or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, this is really sad.
Was it made it like intended to be a kid? I
was
thought it was
gonna-
just like
I
an
was just gonna
animated.
ask that.
It's a PG-13 movie. It has like
Right.
some
Okay,
typical like potty humor, and some of the stuff is stupid. But I laugh at it because Adam Sandler plays I think 4 characters in it, and one of them is this little old man named Whitey who talks like this, and so he's a basketball coach or referee, and everybody's playing basketball, and the kids go running by him, and he has 1 foot smaller than the other. And so Whitey's trying to catch him. He's going, me, 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 me. And then the kids run the other way. He can't keep up with them. It's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has actually a really good message about respect for people and what, and being heartbroken and what it does to people when they lose everything and how you can recover from what you've lost. Oh, there's my wife. Would you go out with a boyfriend or something? You've been gone for like 5 hours.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
So yeah, so if you like just a goofy movie,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Cool. I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I should check it out.
and I haven't seen it in so long, and I always say appreciate it, and I forgot it was from that movie. And there's deers licking shit off of him. It's really weird.
Wait,
Every
wait,
time
wait.
Whitey gets in trouble, like these deers magically come and help him.
What is it?
It's
I
stupid.
don't remember
humor.
that at all.
It's like, oh, I'm stuck in the snow. Will you help me, my friends? And all these deer come running out of the forest and push his car out of the snow. It's so bizarre. And that's like typical Sandler humor to me, where
Yeah.
he has like genuinely like goofy, funny moments, but then he has really like
Bizarre,
absurdist
yes.
like humor.
What if a deer peed in my mouth?
And that comes from like his stand-up, because I saw him do stand-up for the first time last year. And his stand-up is he'll talk like this and just keep on going, and then he'll just say something totally doesn't make any sense.
Whackity schmackity doo.
Yeah, so it's fun. And the transfer actually for the cartoon looks really great on
Oh, I
Blu-ray.
bet. Yeah.
Because hand-drawn on Blu-ray looks amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to, it's expensive though. I think it's like $25 because it's
Oof.
when you can borrow it if you want. So now I know I can buy a Not Another Teen Movie and get all the special features on it.
Cool.
That's what I watched.
Sounds good.
This week on Real Nerds Podcast, we went and saw Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Brad, should people go see Rogue One?
I mean, it seems like they already did.
Yeah.
But,
Would you? Okay, let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
Would you tell people to go see Rogue One?
it's difficult for me because, like, I didn't love this movie, but there are a lot of amazing things in it. I just don't think they came together in a satisfying way for me. Like, the ending is incredible. Like, that alone you should go see. It's just the stuff leading up to it I've felt was a little underwhelming, so...
Okay. James?
Yeah, so I've not said on the podcast what I expected from this movie because I knew how dangerous that was. But for months now, I've been telling people, like, it's going to be the best Star Wars movie ever made. Like, it's so set up to be. It's not. But that's so bombastic and crazy. But I have some problems with the movie. But overall, I had a really great time. I think it's really amazing. Everybody that I went with had a fantastic time. So I certainly can't tell anyone not to go see it. I think it's great. It's like it's such an aggressive film. Like there's so much that's they're trying to do that it's like when they don't succeed at everything, it's hard to knock the movie. But I did. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. I'm really excited to go see it again or a couple of times because there is so much that makes me happy about the movie. But I do walk away going like, oh man, there's a couple things there that they could have been better. But that's like it's me being a little bit nitpicky, but just stuff I want to talk about for sure. But definitely worth checking out. I think it's a really fun movie to see.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's an awesome movie. I don't think it's better than The Force Awakens.
No.
I don't think it's better than Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Not better than New Hope, but I do think it's right there.
But those are some of the best movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Those movies are amazing.
I think it's better than Return of the Jedi. I think it's better than the prequels.
Yeah.
So
it is a prequel.
it is a prequel.
It's the best prequel.
Yeah.
It is the best prequel. But
Fuck you,
know
Phantom
what?
Menace. We've just taken away the crown for
You guys
best
might think
prequel.
I'm crazy, but I only have one part of the movie that actually made me not think it's one of the best Star Wars movies.
Really?
This one part in this whole film. And
I'll
we'll talk about it because it's a spoiler. So,
I'll also say I expected to cry for a lot of this movie, and I only got a little teary at it.
yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
But
Yeah.
I will say too, the K2 bot steals the movie.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, Felicity Jones is great in it too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But here's a trailer for Rogue One.
Jin, whatever I do it to protect you. So you understand?
I understand.
You want to get out of here?
Our rebellion is all that remains to push back the Empire. We think you might be able to help us.
When was the last time you were in contact with your father?
What is this? It appears he is critical to the development of a super weapon.
If my father built this thing, we need to find him.
All right. How many do I need?
They are requesting a call sign. It's, Rogue. Rogue One.
The power that we are dealing with here is immeasurable.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope. They've no idea we're coming.
Take hold of this moment. The Force is strong. Make 10 men feel like 100.
We'll take the next chance. And the next. You're rebels, aren't you?
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
So we all pretty much know the story.
Should we just say it's spoiler territory
Oh,
now?
yeah,
or-
Oh
spoilers.
yeah. I mean, if you should go see this movie before you hear us talk about it.
Yeah.
What I do like a lot about this film is that the locales are a lot really different.
It's so ambitious.
It is, and I do love where Darth Vader is. He's like in a Bowser castle, you know. So I guess he doesn't. What's the name of that
They
lava
didn't,
planet?
They didn't put the name on there because I think it's Mustafar, which is
Yeah,
you think
Mustafar.
so?
You're right.
that's
you're right.
where they did the the three.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, and so I love it because it's like a Bowser castle kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I did like too is I love seeing different sides, and I know that Darth Vader ties it all together, but he's in it so minimal that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He matters to the story, but it's cool seeing different parts of the galaxy. Like I love that it's on a beach.
Yeah.
I love that it's on Jeddah that looks different than all the other stuff. You know, that's the kind of things I wanted to see in a Star Wars film.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of what I was referencing before was that I've for so long said that the reason why people love Star Wars isn't so much the characters, it's the universe is so rich and the rules of this universe are so good that people just like hanging out. It's why the expanded universe is so big, and it's why people like playing games in Star Wars is because it's such a great universe that to me I was like, well, yeah, it's a brilliant idea to go tell a story that doesn't have a Skywalker in it because that's what everybody really wants, you know? And it is. It's so cool to see these other planets and like to learn about like these the planet where the Jedi history stuff is, and to see these cool different people and to see fights on beaches. Like it's so much fun.
It is, and it's interesting time frame too, because even in A New Hope, you have that driving force that the Jedi are around. It's just they're underground. But in this film, it's bleak.
Yeah.
The Alliance doesn't get along. It's...
Yeah, there's factions within the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, so you don't have this cohesiveness. I think is a really fascinating thing to explore.
Yeah, there's not actually even really a real rebellion, right? Like they can't all agree enough to go fight a war because they're all so afraid. It's really a cool story, man.
Yeah, it's fun, and I love the character of Jen Erso. I love the idea of someone who is abandoned, and she is the one with hope. She's the one who's the driving force for it.
Always parental abandonment with these movies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are, man. If you're in a Star Wars and you got parents, you best watch out because something bad's coming.
I do like, some people. I think Peter O'Toole, like how they use him, was great.
Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing.
Cushing, I'm sorry. Peter Cushing. Like a digital effect, he didn't look digital at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I could tell because I know Peter Cushing is dead, but no, he
looks
looks so
besides
good.
being dead, he he's integrated into the film flawlessly.
And I think that his story is really important. Getting into spoilers, when Leia shows up at the end, I think I have a bit of a problem with that. She looks great. I don't love prequel movies that end with the beginning of the next movie. Mm-hmm. Like, that just bothers me because I'm like, okay, it's a little heavy-handed, guys.
To get there was awesome, though.
It was. No, it was. But that's the thing. Like, there is so much fan service in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
And it's sometimes distracting. Like, and maybe it's just because the first time I watch it, it's going to be. But even there, right? Like, in that last shot where the first time that we're on that ship and we see that memory card, the very first shot is a stolen shot from the beginning of A New Hope with those guys running around in the white helmets, and I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, it's so cool, but it takes me out of the movie for a second. The ones that I don't like are, like, when the I'm Wanted in 12 Systems guy shows up.
Oh, I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun, but again, there's just so many of them that it made me actually appreciate how good a job JJ did of, like, paying homage to things without being distracting or like making it feel like he was just pandering, because there were times here where I felt like, dude, you're just like I appreciate that you love Star Wars this much, but it does feel pandering, because the truth is the moments I loved the most were the establishing shots, like the cool different views of the Death Star, like when you're either seeing the dish come in, which of course was so cool in the trailer, but even like seeing it.
I thought the one where it came from hyperspace was awesome.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Like, it was so cool. Like, that's actually where the fan in me got so happy, because I was like, look at how cool this all looks,
I think if the Ponda Baba and his friend, like, if that had been the only like cameo in the movie, it probably would have been more tolerable. But the fact that they showed C-3PO and R2-D2 by the end, I was like, okay, you're probably hitting the well too much.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only cameo.
That's all I'm saying.
That's the only cameo. I'm like, eh.
Yes.
But my biggest problem with the film is, so Jen goes through all this stuff to put it up there. She uploads it, and then the bad guy comes up there and he's going to kill her. And then he talks, and then she doesn't save herself. She has to be saved by some other guy.
Yep.
I agree.
I know. I'm like, really?
I agree.
She's this badass that they showed earlier. Her taking out, I don't know, 5, 10 stormtroopers by herself.
Okay, could we talk about how fucking cool it is when she jumps out the window and grabs onto that thing, and you're like, she is a superhero. Like, this woman is so badass.
That's what I mean. And so to have her up there while the dude's talking, and then she has to be saved, I think
she
is
deserves that payoff.
I
agree. It's a cool. It's a cool kind of twist, because we all think he's dead, and they've started killing off characters, so you kind of think he's dead, and it worked in my audience. I saw it coming because to me it was obvious.
Yeah.
But I agree. Like,
and that was the one part of the film where it kept it from being great for me.
At the very most, I'm fine with him coming up and shooting her and getting the upper hand, but she needs to have that final payoff, even if it's. I appreciate that like they don't kill him necessarily.
Yeah,
she doesn't do that.
I don't care
she
what happens
needed
with the
a
dude,
last moment
but
where
she
she's
needs
like,
to have taken that guy out.
even if she just walks over and kicks him in the neck, like that would have been and leaves him there.
She didn't even get a cool line. Even it was just like, "You're Jyn Erso." Like, yeah, the girl who
Yes.
you let get away. Oh, okay. Just shot in the arm.
Yeah, no, like what would have been great is if she had walked over and like handcuffed him to the pole and just left it. Like just to have that action, because then even though he gets the upper hand, she gets the credit, right?
Right.
Like she's like, no, I'm putting you here, you know. And I know what's coming. And it also shows some forethought because then she knows like, hey, we're all gonna go die. Like this is what's coming.
Yeah,
But
and I mean, because the ending with her is beautiful, though.
It is.
Where they go out and they walk on the beach and they know they're not going to live.
Yeah,
and
it's a very deep impact.
It is, but shot better. And but so I forgave that part where Lord Vader shows up and like it's all dark and then his just red lightsaber goes
yeah,
and then he just like force chokes people and
it is really cool.
cuts them open and
Stabs him in the like through the door.
I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this is awesome. So yeah, I really appreciated that part. And even the scene with Vader where he's talking to, what was the dude's name? Like,
okay, so I have two major problems with this movie. One is name me anyone other than Jyn Erso and K2SO.
Yep.
Because it's not the movie's fault. It's that this movie wants to be Saving Private Ryan, but in Star Wars. But Saving Private Ryan, part of why that script is so good is that it can take this ensemble cast and make you, with very little dialogue and very carefully written scenes, make you really love all these characters, and you have a lot of time with them together and talking to each other. And so here, I like a lot of these characters. I don't know any of their names. I actually know very little about them.
Yeah.
Other than that, like the Asian guy is cool. He's clearly in a relationship with the other dude that's only somewhat heavy-handed. But they're fantastic together. There's the pilot who's funny because he is supposed to be kind of crazy, but then that kind of goes away.
But why did he defect? Like it would have been nice to know his motivations.
Yeah, like to have. I mean, they give you little bits where
you could
other than the Empire's bad.
Yeah, I mean,
but
like
they try. So like, there's the scene where he says like, Galen Erso told me that if I did this, it was a chance for me to make up for what I'd done or make amends, right? So they give you a little bit, but it doesn't quite have the weight, and it's not its fault. It's so ambitious that you need to have a script that's as good as Saving Private Ryan in order to pull that off.
Yeah.
And so that's not its fault. The real problem I have with it is actually that I think that because it's so ambitious, like especially the first 20 minutes, I'm not actually invested for a while there. Like it's edited so strangely, and I think it's because of the way it's shot. Honestly, I think that there's some stuff where, and there's some action scenes. For example, when Jyn Erso gets captured by Forrest Whitaker's dudes, right?
Saul Guerrero.
And yeah, so that's the first scene where I fell in love with Jyn Erso, where she has this she has a real character moment with this guy, and it's 20-25 minutes into the movie, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, now I'm in, because I felt cold to it until then, and then I was like, oh, great, I really like you now. But when the Death Star shoots that town, I was like, well, wait, aren't we in that town? I thought they got captured here and then brought to this guy. Like, wait, we are there, and it's because like I feel like it's just the way it's shot and then the way it's edited that I lose track of some of that stuff because they just have so much they're trying to do. It's so ambitious.
I'm not used to like watching a Star Wars movie and wondering like who's that guy and where are we? Like
right,
a lot of the time, like it's an unfamiliar feeling.
Yeah, and you compare that to Force Awakens, where we're here. This is the goal. There's only one thing to do right now, and we are just trying to get through. Where here, there's so much going on and all the politics and this kind of stuff that's great. Once it's all over and I look back and I go like, oh man, what a cool story you told. But in the moment, there were just times where I was like, I don't know what's going on or why I'm here or who you are.
Yeah, like I said, my only issue was that last little bit at the end. But overall, I thought the movie was pretty solid.
And I agree. This is me simply telling you why I'm not sitting here saying this is the best Star Wars movie ever made.
No, I get it.
Because this was built for me. Because I've said for years that this is what I wanted. And so to walk away and go like, yeah, I like Force Awakens more. it is just sort of strange. And so I'm just, it's me trying to figure out, like, okay, why do I feel this way? You know, it is an amazing movie. I'm so excited to see it again. It's such a good time. And there's beautiful, like when she gives the speech at the rebellion table, and it's so good. And when people start dying at the end, like, it is moving. When cool dude with his stick starts praying about how he is the Force and the Force is with him, and he walks out to flip that switch. Like, I mean, obviously major stories, but I was emotionally moved by that moment.
You know that he's not going to make it. It's, you know, it is like a lot like Saving Private Ryan at that moment, where you know they're not going to make it, but he has a mission to do, and that's what makes it heartbreaking.
Like, that moment is the plane coming in and Tom Hanks with the Colt, right? Like, that is your moment when you start realizing, like, hey,
dude,
this is all going to go wrong.
Now I want to watch Saving Private Ryan. Hey, Kellen, how about you don't do that?
Why are you being a booger?
Thank you.
There you go. Good
That's
job.
not how ambulances work. It's
It's
supposed to
broken.
save people.
It's broken. Anyway, yeah, it is. It's so good.
But yeah, it's definitely one I'm going to see. I think I'm going to see in IMAX next.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it in 3D.
Yeah.
I forgot to
How
say
was that?
Not like like halfway through the movie, I forgot I was even watching in 3D.
Sure.
Like, it was more a background depth thing. Like, I was
think
waiting
that's how
for,
I want it.
huh?
I think that's how I want it.
Yeah, but there's moments where I'm waiting for Darth Vader's lightsaber to like shoot through the door and into my face, and that doesn't happen.
Well, like when he stabs the dude.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been really cool. to be
Exactly.
like,
But no, it's just like kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
For that one frame.
There is that cool. I think the shot where Vader runs out towards on the deck at the end, where the ship's going away. I think so badass.
Oh yes.
Where he's like has his lightsaber out, and it just looks cool.
Yeah.
I do wish there was a little more of the Force Unleashed in it, where he's like ripping up like trees and stuff, and
Yes.
but
Yeah. Like if one of those dudes had just turned into blood. No, I'm just kidding. He just like picks him up and rips the blood
But
out of his skin.
I do love his interaction with the bad guy, where he's like, "You'll choke on your ambition."
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck,
I mean,
he's
it was
bad.
a little cheesy.
But again,
It's cheesy.
That's one of those just like the other ones where you're like, okay, if that was the only obvious thing you did, there's just so many of them.
It's cheesy, but it still works. I think.
Can we talk about the fact that Red Leader is in this movie?
And Gold Leader.
Yeah, like they went. It's more convincing than Peter Cushing.
I didn't realize it until like the second viewing. I was like, wait a minute, that guy was in Star Wars. That face.
That guy's from Star Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
that really amazed me. Yeah, man, that was cool.
On a what is it? Batman on Batman, they pointed out that Red 5 crashes in the movie, and that leaves it open for Luke to take over that call sign.
Oh,
So there's like really some deep cuts in there, like that I would never like. I don't pay attention to the numbers, like
Yeah,
yeah,
that is
that's
true.
impressive.
yeah, I didn't notice that one of them.
Yeah, I think you're right though, James. You have to watch again because there's so many so many characters you're used to knowing
Yes.
in Star Wars, and this one gives you new ones while being in the same universe.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it's so cute seeing Felicity Jones. She was wearing that like, Empire like get up,
the black
and she's like
stormtrooper thing?
really small.
Yeah.
Yes.
Compared to everybody else, like she's
Yeah,
like
like
the cute one.
They put him with they put her with a guy who is also relatively small, and so you're like, oh, okay, this works. And then you see her around other people, and you're like, she's so tiny.
She is. And that's what I mean. So like she took out all those stormtroopers at that one point,
Oh,
which
so
was
cool.
badass. And then she
Yeah.
can't take out the one bad guy.
Yeah.
And that one shot obviously changed through the reshoots because
No
remember
TIE
the
fighter behind
original
her.
in the trailer when she's walking out to the antenna, that TIE fighter flies up.
Yes.
A lot of
That's
stuff.
not
missing.
in
She
there.
doesn't say the I Rebel line.
Well, so that whole scene is different, right? So when she goes and meets Mon Mothma, the guy who's with Mon Mothma, whose name I don't know, is like, you've been going by this name, but I know who you really are. Well, in that actual scene, she's like, I'm Jyn Erso, or he in that first trailer, he's saying like, Jyn Erso, you've done that. Like he already knows who she is, and that's when she says like, this is a rebellion. I rebel. So clearly, that means the whole motivation for why they have her changes, which is fine. And then, so there was I saw a breakdown that was them going through a lot of the shots. There's also the whole thing with them running on the beach and fighting that's in the trailer. If you pause it, she has the disc there. So that whole thing is different. So basically, it must be that everything from her climbing the tower forward, they changed to some degree, right? Like
Krennic walking through the water isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the stormtroopers that are in all the marketing, never in the water.
Yeah.
You know?
So
which is such
there might be a lot of
cool-
movie on the cutting room floor too.
Yeah. Which is fun. You know, everybody.
If you make a better movie, then it gets.
Yeah. And again, now looking at the movie they made, I understand why. Like, it's so ambitious, and there are so many moving parts and all these different planets and all this stuff that honestly, right, if J.J. Abrams were directing this, he would have looked at this and gone, guys, we have to cut all of this. Like, no, I need 5 more scenes with Jin and what's his face, whose name I also don't know, just talking. You
And
know?
that might be what happens when you give younger, more inexperienced. Not saying Gareth Edwards isn't a good filmmaker. It's just he's not a J.J. Abrams where
Right.
he understands that.
Yeah, and I don't want to blame it all on him, but I do look at some of the ways that certain things are shot and the way that some of the editing comes together. I think that, I do feel like he didn't have it all planned out well enough, and so some of that stuff gets edited together in an awkward way because of the way he shot it. But again, these are little things that simply keep
it's
it
still
from
a fun
being-
movie.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I don't think we've
It's
talked
still one of
enough
my
about
favorites.
K2SO, the real star of the movie.
Oh yeah, he has some great lines.
And how heartbreaking his death is.
I thought for sure when he brain rapes that one robot, I thought for sure we were going to find out he was like copying himself. You know, like that to me was so obvious, and then that didn't happen, and then it doesn't matter because the whole town gets blown up.
Yeah,
yeah, his death was
so
maybe the most
good.
heroic death of the film.
Oh yeah. And such a fun character, you know, like that one is so well written and takes like the jokiness of a C-3PO and turns it into this really lovable character in all the ways that the prequel movies don't. Yeah, really cool. And it's funny, I saw a quote from Alan Tudyk where he said that he was just terrified he was going to be the new Jar Jar. He just didn't want to be, because he's the real only comic relief in the movie. So he's like, I just don't want to be Jar Jar Binks. Especially because he's running around on a Star Wars set in a green screen suit. You know,
and his CGI is amazing.
Oh yeah, he looks
Like,
really good.
I thought it was like an animatronic a lot of the time.
Yeah, no, it's great. Hey, what is your deal? What is your deal? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, right. You can make really loud noises with your ambulance. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's
So
fantastic.
next week, go ahead.
I do want to at least say I think that maybe my favorite character scene is the one where after Jin's dad dies and she gets back to the ship and she confronts what's his face, and
Cassian.
she's just like, I know what you were doing. Like I'm not stupid. This isn't, and he just like lets off, and that you understand both their points of view, right? Like, especially because you know that he had like you can see his point of view and the choices he's made, and so it's really kind of heartbreaking because you're like, no, but Jin, he didn't do it. Like he feels obligated to do it, and he thought it was the right thing, but also trusts you enough that he didn't, and like, you guys need to be friends. It's just so good. Like, that was great.
And they did address, I think too, the biggest plot hole everyone has with Episode 4 is they build this Death Star and he just have to shoot it this one way.
Yeah. Oh, great story.
And a great story of how he did it on purpose because he knew if he didn't do it, then someone else would have built the Death Star.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I was thinking that earlier. Was like, yeah, Mad Mikkelsen's whole motivation is so good.
Yeah.
Especially when they dig into it and they're like, no, like, he's doing all of this to hide this one thing. Like, he's really doing this for the greater good in such an amazing way. Yeah, that's really fantastic. Shoot, I had one other thing that I just thought of, and it's going to disappear.
The music.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I think it's good when it references John Williams, but everything else seemed kind of stock.
I mean, he had a month to write it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No, they fired the original...
Fired?
Yes, they fired the original guy doing the score, and Michael Giacchino had 4 weeks to write the new score.
Yikes.
Yes. So, I actually liked it a lot when it was like when the movie was over, and then I was at the Alamo and they were playing they were playing all the scores from the old movies. So I walked out and I went into the bathroom and I heard some of the Force Awakens score, and I was just like, oh, right. I forgot. And everybody knows how much I like Michael Giacchino, but you can tell he was rushed, and it just doesn't have the theme work that you expect in a Star Wars movie. Like, it's such a heavy
Like I can't hum any of it.
orchestral- No.
Yeah.
Which I am not one of the people who thinks that a good score is something that you should be able to remember and hum. Like
Right.
that's not necessarily the sign of a great score.
True.
But it is sort of what I expect from Star Wars, and I do expect there to be an emotional theme tied. Like, and I'll probably go by the score anyway. But I'm interested to hear, like, is there a Jyn Erso theme in there? Because if that score is not built on themes, that to me feels un-Star Warsian.
Yep.
But not bad. And because I know the story, I'm like, dude, whatever. Like, it's okay. Yeah, it's too bad. Damn, there was one other thing, but whatever. Lost the time.
Next week is a two-part feature. We'll be seeing La La Land and Passengers.
Yeah.
So
I saw it already.
Really? Which one?
La La Land.
Oh.
It's going to be tough to wait a week to talk
I know.
about.
I might run and see that late tonight. You wanna go? I might take that.
Wait, you're gonna go?
I said I'm not gonna take her.
Oh, what?
Yep.
We'll work on this after the show.
So thanks for listening. Until next week, may the Force be with you.
Yeah.
Wait, may the Force be with us.
We are the Force. The Force is with us.
Nice. Bye.
Bye.
Real Nerds is a Nebulous Visions multimedia production. We would also like to thank Sparks Mandrill for our music. Additional music from Ben Sounds. Thank you to Alamo Drafthouse. Thank you to Colorado Coins, Cards, and Comics. And thank you for listening to the Real Nerds Podcast.